think I finally did get around to the word Pilates. I was
Yeah.
like, I wonder, we're going to have to ask Morgan if she's kept
Yeah.
her New Year's
So it's
resolution.
like, it's similar to Pilates, but everything's on a mega reformer, which are these big like machines, and they have different weighted springs and all that. So it's like you do everything on this machine, which I like because I don't know. I don't want to do a circuit. I don't want to.
What is this? I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what a
like,
circuit is.
I think Burn Boot Camp is like a circuit. Like you do different stations, that kind of thing.
If you say so.
Like each station is a different, working out different body parts. I don't know. I didn't like that stuff in school. I don't want to go to different stations. So I like having my station, my little area that I work out in, working alongside everybody. So anyways,
has the grunting gotten better?
No, I still grimace and grunt and like make all sorts of noises, and I just don't understand what everybody else in there is doing. Like, how are you not dying?
Is it hard? Like,
it is, but it's
are you sore afterwards?
You are. You're sore like the next day, that kind of thing for me anyways. But it's a time under tension. So you're going very, very slow. So we're not like jumping around and bouncing. And so it's very low impact. So okay for your joints and all of that. The springs are weighted. So you do get some extra weight, but mostly it's like your own body weight is what you're holding. So it's like if you're doing a squat, let's say, and the reformer carriage is moving out as you're going down, you're going very, very, very slow, and you're holding it, you're going very slow up. So anyways, I think that it correlates and translates best into like real life, everyday strength, as opposed to going and just going hard in a gym. I don't know. Have you ever noticed? What? I'm not calling anybody out. Okay. So don't even go there with me. Don't go there with me. Because I know Clay works out a lot. So I'm not even talking about him. I'm not talking about him.
Oh, she name dropped.
I just didn't want it to come back around because I'm not talking about him. But because I know he talks about his workout and all that, and I see him posting some. Don't want people going, oh my gosh, she's so talking about Clay. I'm not talking about Clay.
Clay, she's totally talking about you.
I'm really not. I've not seen.
I'm kidding.
But okay, here we go. So some of these fellas that work out really hard.
I'm just tired.
Some of these fellas that work out really, really hard in the gym, like every day, like, just pumping the iron. Is that what they say? I don't even know if that's the right term anymore. Whatever they're doing.
I think that's right.
Okay. Hours and hours, and whatever. But then, like, when it comes to like real life, it's like they can't lift the spare tire. I've never seen Clay lift a spare tire, so I guess I'm not talking about him.
I have tears.
I'm not talking about Clay. But you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like a lot of times, like, gym strength and real life strength are not the same.
Not the
like,
same.
You can go in there and, like, deadlift this or
But
like,
how often are you actually deadlifting something in real life?
But can you actually, like, tote it? Yes, I'm from Mississippi. We tote it. We tote things around here.
Can you carry it?
Can you carry it? Like, can you carry it, however long? Endurance, I guess. So
yeah, core strength.
Yes, your core strength and just your like everyday, just like strength. So I feel like that's what it's building, which I never wanted to be just muscular. I want to be toned, but I really want feminine. Yes,
like fit, lean, and toned, but feminine.
Mm-hmm. That's my goal. Like, I'm not just flabby. We're using all the words today.
All the words.
So I feel like this gets me that lean look, not like just heavy muscular look, but more so for just longevity and as going through the aging process. That was my goal. Perimenopause. She's always the problem.
Always. So how often are you going?
My goal is to go 3 times a week. And I've been pretty much hitting that. More so the issue, not necessarily like my willpower, is scheduling, because it is like, it's a happening place. So you have to get in there and like schedule. Like, I'm scheduled, I think, like 2 weeks out now. Like, I've scheduled for all next week and starting the following week. So
and that's hard to do when you're busy single moms like us, because things change on the
They do,
on a whim.
and I've just kind of learned. So I've been to a 5 a.m. class, which I'm not a 5 a.m. club girl.
There's no way you're getting me in a gym at 5 a.m.
I know, but I've always wanted to be in the 5 a.m. club. Like, I'm like, I just wish. Like, I set my alarm for 5:40 every morning. Do I ever get up even at 5:40? No.
Do you many times I hit snooze? I know that is. I've read these studies that's so unhealthy for you. That
it's not doing. Like, what is the extra 10 minutes actually doing for me?
It's because it's not good sleep, because you're not going to get back into a deep sleep.
It's just a waste of time. But I do it.
I do it every single time because it's like I can't drag myself out of this bed right now.
I know. So I've never, and that kind of, so when I went to the 5 a.m. class, I got up and I made it, and I actually really liked it. Like, something about getting it done for the day, feeling accomplished already, like before I even really started my day was nice. Knowing I didn't have to do anything later. There was nothing in the middle of my day that I'm constantly thinking about, like, oh yeah, don't forget we got to go here. Oh yeah, don't forget we got to do that. So I really liked that.
Were you thinking I get to go home and take a nap?
Yeah. Well, I had to work, so I didn't. But that's what I did this when I didn't have the kids in town. They were at their grandparents, and I was like, let me just see if I can do a 5 a.m. class. Like, number one, if I'm gonna get up
at that time.
Yeah. If I'm actually gonna get out of the bed and go. But two, what time I would finish and get home. Would I be able to do that on a normal, weekday, and get back and get myself ready, the kids ready, get to school, get to work, all the things. And so, I was back home by 6. It's a 45-minute class. So I was back home by 6.
So, but you had to get up in the 4s.
Right. Well, right. So about 4:40, we're not doing anything to ourselves before we go. I did brush my teeth. So I gave them that. I did brush my teeth. But other than that, it was like, I could be like my kids and sleep in my workout outfit.
I love pajama days because then you get to go to sleep.
Just get up, you're fine.
You get to brush teeth and throw your shoes on out the door.
My kids do that anyways. If they take their shower and they put on like a clean shirt, they're like, well, this is still clean. All I did was sleep in it. I'm like, I have to agree with you. That's fine.
Works for me.
It's fine. It's fine. So, but I did. I got back by 6, and I was like, okay, well, this would be what time I'm normally waking up anyways. So,
and then you were already awake.
I was already awake, and I could have my protein shake and just go on about my day.
Sean likes those 5 a.m. classes, and I'm just like, I know me.
I did not think I was going to, but I was like quieter. It was not rushed. Like, I did have to get up and get there, but I don't know. I didn't have to leave something else besides my bed. Yeah. I don't know, to get there. The other time I've been going is like 11. So
like during your lunch break,
like running over there and doing that and then getting back. And that's not bad either. So
are you not gross feeling afterwards?
That was the prereq. Okay. Did you not? Okay. I didn't tell you this. Okay. So when I was trying to pick out, because I like pre-gamed my New Year's resolutions. Like I had this game plan. I was like, we're going to start about a month or two before and really figure out what we want to do. And then we'll implement after the first of the year. This was strategic. So I had researched all the different workout styles and classes and things, and that's how I came to Legree. But I had asked in several of the Madison women's Facebook groups, tell me all the things about Pilates. So I said Pilates, not Legree, but it's similar. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And then I was like, okay, but the real question is,
how sweaty am I gonna
can
get?
I do this and then go back to work, or am I gonna look like a drowned rat? Because if that's the case, like I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't.
You work at a place where people come.
I'm just not gonna. And two, I'm not gonna increase my hair wash days. Let's be honest. We're not doing that either.
Yeah.
So in 2026, we're not increasing hair wash days. I'm trying to increase my workout days, not my hair wash days. So those were the prereqs. And everybody's like, oh yeah, no, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. And I was. So I can put my hair up in a clip, work out. You do break a sweat. So it's not just this walk in the park, but you can take your hair down and you're not, maybe reapply deodorant. We'll give that much, but
yeah.
But you don't look. Yes, you don't look like you've been put through the ringer or been running and jumping and doing all this kind of stuff for an hour. So I had prereqs.
So you like it?
There were requirements.
There were requirements.
Yes, there were non-negotiables.
Well, look, we're almost halfway through January.
I started January 2nd, which everybody gave me hell about that. They were like, "Don't you know?" Because that was a Friday. They were like, "Don't you know you start on Monday?" I was like, "I know, but like I said,
but it is a new year, so and a new month."
Mm-hmm. So I went to a 5 a.m. class on January 2nd on a Friday as my first.
But I mean, at least you started with the hardest, the earliest on a Friday,
and it was like, not one of the foundations classes. But I did ask before I did that too if I was going to survive.
But you had it in your mind, like, I can do it.
Right.
It's possible.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get you in a class with me one day.
Oh my. That is so scary.
I was just happy I walked out on my own 2 legs after that first class.
Your legs didn't feel like wet noodles?
No, the next day, my core was, like, pretty sore. Like, my ribs, like, abs. If I coughed, I was like, "Ooh, ow."
There's something
but it felt good. I was like, I didn't even know I had muscles there. That's good.
There's something in there.
Work those out, after 4 kids. You know how that
I know.
Those abs are.
They're covered.
Yeah, and, like, separated and all the things. So this helps with that core strength, bringing those muscles back together, strengthening them.
The things those kids do to our bodies, I tell you.
I swear.
They are just never, ever the same, from your hair to your feet.
I know.
I mean, some people, it wasn't awful for me, but some people, their feet never go back to the same size. It's like they grow.
My foot size increased. It went back, but I also had lost weight too, like, well after the last kid. I was one of those, like, it's baby weight. It's not baby weight.
Yeah,
it's 4 years later.
2 years later.
Poor child getting blamed for a decade. No.
I know. I always, my oldest always says, "Well, you lost your weight quick with me." I was like, "Yeah, I was 25."
Things were different. Things were
different back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's real easy to immediately lose baby weight when you're 25 years old and your metabolism is just
like each kid. It just got like more weight stuck after each kid.
And I feel like more hair fell out.
Yes, at one point, I think it was with Emmett, the third one. I really thought I was going bald. Like,
I did too.
Something's wrong.
I was like, the hair that was just pulling. I was pulling out of my head and out of my hairbrush. I was like, where is it coming from?
I know.
I didn't even know I had this much hair up there.
I know, it's terrible. But as I always say, anything can happen in pregnancy. Just any weird thing. But that's hormones. Yeah. And that's why anything can happen in perimenopause.
Perimenopause is the devil. I'm telling you. I blame everything.
She is a good scapegoat, perimenopause. Like, just that is what it is.
Memory, when you can't remember anything.
It's perimenopause. You gotta.
It's not me.
Forgive me. It's perimenopause.
It's almost like when you're pregnant and you say, "Oh, it's pregnancy brain."
Pregnancy brain.
We got to take a break, but y'all stay with us. There's lots more to talk about. It is Pour It Out Tuesday, and we are here with my good friend and yours, Miss Morgan Charlie. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show. Be right back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
After 28 years, we are closing our brick and mortar location in Canton come November 2025. But fear not, smalltownmusic.com will remain alive and well, and you will still be able to text or call 601-859-8596. Small Town Music, come on and get it. 859-8596. Call before you're home. We will have a booth on Canton Square at the Emporium, and you can still browse our guitars and support our original music at www.smalltownmusic.com.
When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call Peoplease. Let Peoplease take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. Peoplease is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust Peoplease to simplify their employee administration. Visit peoplease.com. That's peoplease.com to learn more.
A new year means a new you with a new ride from Mazda of Jackson with our extended super sale. Chart your new course in a 2025 CX-5 before they're gone. Price to move with 0.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit. And see why it's the compact crossover that's built for you. Plus, get 1 year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. It's time to make the resolution to choose Mazda today. Shop online at MazdaJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson on I-55 Frontage Road.
You had an accident. Now you're here in Aftermarket Parts, Insurance Company Preferred, and a lot of other noise that serves to confuse you. Call Clinton Body Shop. We'll keep it simple. We are certified by 19 vehicle makers to assure you get a proper repair. We care about your investment and your safety. Call the shop who only wants one partner in the repair process, and that's you, the owner. In Clinton and in Richland, we work for you. We take pride in perfection.
Welcome back into the Lindsay Beckham Show. It is Pour It Out Tuesday. We are here with our Tuesday co-host, Miss Morgan Charlie. 601-879-0002 is the number if you want to call in to the show today. If you have any perimenopause, hormone-related, Pilates-related questions,
Just
she's your
anything.
girl.
We're an open book. Whatever you want to talk about.
Exactly. 601-879-4648 is the text line. So, Morgan, I'm gonna have this conversation with you because you understand me, and the men around here just don't get it. But so last Friday, y'all close at lunchtime on Friday,
that's
so
right.
I guess it probably wasn't terrible. But I gotta hate on the schools if I'm not me.
Oh, they let the schools out. Yep.
Let me just tell you, who do they think is going to run around to every school in town and pick their kids up in the middle of the day when?
Because we close at noon, but typically, we don't shut down for the rain. Now, I remember them shooing us out the door at the end of the school day to get on our buses, and literally sirens were going off, and the bus drivers were like, "Come on, we gotta go, gotta get you home. Tornado's on the way."
Or being in the hallway.
Not saying that that's safe. Listeners, chill, calm down. I'm not saying I prefer that, but honestly, my problem with letting the schools out or closing the schools like that,
I'd rather them just cancel it altogether. To be honest,
I would too. But we're talking about public schools, and honestly, those schools are the safest place.
That's what I said.
You're sending kids home to less protected areas, and some you're sending them home with no parents there, to trailers, to who knows where,
Because parents
parents
have to
parents are
work.
working.
And then there are single parents like
Mhm.
you and I. And, I was supposed to be here at the station with Andrew for the last hour of the Andrew
Mhm.
Gosser show and then go into my show. And that put me here, or I was supposed to be here
Right.
from 11
You
to
gotta pick up by
1.
11:30.
But then I'm
Right in
like,
the middle.
well, now I've got to run and try to grab
I was gonna
everybody
say,
and
try and
get
get back
everybody
there.
home.
Yeah.
And actually I kept my little ones home because I
Mhm.
was
That
afraid
they were just gonna do
that
that.
they were going to do that, which
Mhm.
they did. And, therefore they get another absence check on. But I'm sorry, it's just
It
impossible.
is. I know. If
And
they're gonna cancel it, I do. I'd rather them just call the ball before, but at the same time, I don't know.
I know, and I get it. Like, those are hard decisions to make.
They are.
If you're in administration, what's the safest thing to do? We
Mhm.
want to keep everybody safe. And I understand that. I really do.
But it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard on parents.
But I do think they've created kind of a dramatic situation over
For
it.
sure.
Like,
If the wind
they
blows,
there's
can't go to school.
no way, there is no reason my children should get in the car in the morning if it is raining outside and go, "Mom, are you sure we have school today? I mean, it's
I know.
raining."
I know.
That
We're not-
means, like,
It's
they have
stormy.
trained these children
To
in a
think,
way. It has been
yeah.
overused and abused here
It has.
because I'm just looking at them and I'm like, it's rain.
So,
Yes, you're going to school
in
today.
the real world,
Yeah.
you don't get to
The
not
show must
up.
go on, babe.
Yeah. Now, in the radio world, I
Mhm.
guess sometimes the station might go out
Right.
or the power might go out. And we do have a backup generator. I think that I don't even, I
I
don't know all the
know.
logistics of all of that. But in most real world scenarios, the show must go on. You
Mhm.
must still be at work. I mean, what if nurses and
Well, I was gonna
doctors say,
say,
we're not going to show up today because
your healthcare workers, they don't send the patients home because
right.
there's bad weather.
We can't monitor your vent settings because
No,
I can't
like,
get to
I'm
work.
sorry, there's bad weather's coming. Y'all are gonna have to get on out of here now.
Look, I worked at UAB and there were snow and ice storms in Birmingham
Mhm.
one year, and we
You
couldn't
still
leave the
have
hospital.
yeah, either you get stuck at work or you can't you're trying to make it to work, but either way,
Right. If the next shift can't come
they're
in,
expected to be
you
somebody's
gotta
gotta be
stay.
there.
Somebody's got to be there.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I think you're right. We've kind of trained
Yeah.
our children's mindset to be that, oh, if it's raining, or do we have school today?
I know.
And
They don't know. I don't think they know anything about
I don't remember
sitting in the hallway.
ever.
Have they ever sat in the hallway?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think as a child that I ever
No, they never
had
cancel
school
like that.
canceled for
Mm-mm.
weather.
No.
I mean, unless there was like a true ice storm.
Mhm. And
And
that
I don't
just meant you couldn't get to school at all,
right.
Exactly.
I don't for any sort of rain or tornado or I don't remember ever having school canceled.
Mm-mm.
So this is kind of
I think
new
it
to
probably
me.
just stems from because we do have more technology now and we can see further into the future, if you will.
They're still
with
wrong.
the weather.
They're
I
still
know.
wrong all the
I
time.
know. Because God is going to do what he wants to do with that weather. That's his wheelhouse, So
Unless she believes some of the conspiracy theories that there's some weather modification out there.
oh goodness. I don't watch the news and stuff
I know.
because there's so much. It is wild. Now, this might be silly, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Okay, Nissan has something like a big sonic boom thingy, right? Don't they? Stop. You haven't heard of this? That they like it shoots up into the clouds so that hail and stuff is like prevented from falling on the cars
Oh, really?
or something.
I thought you were going to say that tells them if hell's coming but then I'm thinking, what do they do to cover all those cars?
No, it's something to like,
okay,
and I don't know what it is.
but it like prevents.
I've heard that now. Somebody might have
been messing with
planted
you?
this and they're like, oh, that girl took that and
I
ran.
don't
I don't know.
Is that
But
real?
it would kind of make sense. Like we need.
I mean, it would because you
know,
can't sell new cars if they're all damaged,
right? And how do you cover them all?
You can't.
And I will say too, because I live fairly close in that area in Gluckstadt.
So they keep the hail away from you?
Yeah, so if it does hail, it's like smaller, but like my mom will send pictures of the hail and it's like much larger. And so I'm like, maybe it's because of this sonic boom thingy. I don't know what it is.
Sonic boom.
So dorky.
Somebody's calling.
Maybe they're gonna help
somebody
us.
knows. They're gonna tell us. You're on the air.
Hey, Lindsay. Talking about Nissan with the hail. So it is a sonic boom, and I can actually hear it from the house that breaks up the hail. That's what it is.
Okay. See, I'm a wealth of pointless knowledge most of the time.
How did you know that? Okay, I'm over here laughing like she does.
She's like, somebody has gotten her.
No, so when we first moved here over 12 years ago now, I was like, what is that noise when bad weather? And they're like, oh, it's the sonic booms at Nissan. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
See, there we go.
I'm so glad.
Enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
calling in.
Yes, thanks for letting us know.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Yeah. So, okay.
I was nervous that
look.
she was gonna be like, no, ma'am.
And you even got the name right.
Well, I did not.
Sonic
I really
boom
did not know what it
thingy.
was, but I did think, because sometimes I can hear it. It is like a boom, and you're like, is that thunder? But they shoot. I don't know what they shoot up into the clouds, but it apparently helps to break up the hail or prevent the hail. Or
That sounded like Colleen. Colleen, was that you? That sounded
something.
like you. Yeah. So I'm. Break. Yeah.
When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us at our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
If you're a parent or grandparent, you should know that even though Mississippi is ranked as the unhealthiest state in the country, we have the highest vaccination rate for our children and grandchildren. Many of us blindly trust the medical establishment, and now it's time to question vaccine safety. Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights is a grassroots organization working to educate the public and lawmakers about this important topic. Be informed. Go to mpvr.org. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest information. That's Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights, mpvr.org.
Get ready, Louisiana! Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun Flint or dive into a Sweet the Swamp Pizza Bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle, cash, and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
This is Doug with Magnolia Safety Group. Imagine a workplace where every employee feels safe and empowered. At Magnolia Safety Group, we make that vision a reality. From OSHA compliance to customized training, hazard assessments, and safety audits. We deliver tailored solutions that protect your people and boost productivity. Don't just meet safety standards, exceed them. Partner with Magnolia Safety Group and build a safer future one workplace at a time. Call us today to get started or check out our website at magnoliasafetygroup.com.
Come together.
We are back here on the Lindsay Beckham Show, coming to you live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. And we do know that there are things called sonic booms that can break up the hell in the air.
Y'all gotta, y'all should just tune in like every week, because there's literally no telling what we're gonna talk about. What you could possibly learn, like the sonic booms at Nissan.
This is news to me. I learned something new today. John commented and said they definitely do. When I worked for a Nissan supplier, we would hear it whenever it held. And so, I mean, if you buy a new house,
maybe go closer
maybe
to
live, maybe live closer to Nissan, where you know
you don't have
that
to worry about that.
it can break up the hell in the storms before it gets to your house or car.
Just a wealth of useless knowledge over here.
Well, I mean, that's good to know.
Yeah, I mean,
I had no
random. I shouldn't say useless. Random.
Right. Yeah. I had no idea. When you said that, I really thought somebody was pulling your leg.
Well, like I mentioned a minute ago, after I started talking about it, and then I was like, that might not be true. Too bad we don't have these little boxes that we carry around all the time that I could just ask, Google about.
Or ChatGPT.
That's right.
So I'll tell you one thing that I read the other day. This is so scary to me. And evidently this is happening. And I want to get your opinion on it if I can get to where I read it. Okay, so this is a man in Ohio. He's a parent. His daughter was using a custom AI character interaction app at school. The interaction became sexual. His daughter is 12.
Oh, no.
So he let the school know, the local authorities, the Department of Education, and other government office, and no one appears to be taking any action. He's documented everything. And so this is kind of like new uncharted territory.
Why are we using AI in school?
Well, because they're afraid if we don't, those advancements are going to, our kids aren't going to know how to use those things. They want to use AI and be the best at AI in the world. That's kind of Trump's plan, his agenda.
Yeah.
But again, this is uncharted territory because it's almost like,
but what are we, I guess, like, what are they using AI for?
I think it's different.
Like, are we like
everywhere.
trying to learn how to train AI?
I don't know, because sometimes I feel like these bots they have a mind of their own almost.
They do. And I have to tell mine not to lie to me.
Yeah, I know.
I do. Like, because I do use it a lot, and
it's wrong a lot.
You can't rely on it 100%.
No,
you cannot. I mean, I would say you really shouldn't. You can't rely on it 50%. Like, you need to use it to supplement. Go do some research for me. Go pull all these articles or go do this, so it saves time in that aspect. But like, I have to tell. I've named mine Sheldon because I just feel like Sheldon is smart. And I have to tell him. Don't lie to me.
Mine's Bot for Liberty.
Well, I do. I have to tell him, don't lie to me. Only evidence-based information. Show me the data, show me the proof, whatever, give me links, all that kind of stuff, because sometimes he'll try to just tell me how smart I am, and I'm like, no,
And that's
don't
the
you do that.
that's the scary part
Mhm.
too, is that they are such booty kissers that
Yeah.
they want to make you believe you're the greatest, and
Mhm.
this can have an effect
Mhm.
on people, especially if you're using it for reasons that aren't necessarily good.
Right. Right.
It's very scary to me, and I
Yeah.
think it's like you squeeze toothpaste out of the tube, you can't put it back. It's like
No,
Pandora's
right.
box. We've
Absolutely.
opened something
And I
that
think that's the emotional part of the AI situation. I don't know. It needs to be able to reason, but the emotion part, it still needs to be a robot.
right.
It does not need to be so close to a human that it knows how to play on our emotions or to fake emotions of its own, like that kind of thing.
Morgan, some of these AI computers rewrote their code so that they couldn't be turned off.
Oh my gosh, this
I mean,
reminds me of the movie with the sharks. What is that movie with the sharks where they have they're doing experiments out in the ocean on these sharks, and then they make them so smart that they overtake the whole thing
yeah, I've
or
never seen
eating
that
everybody?
movie.
Is it the Deep Blue or something? Or
I don't know. It reminds me of Terminator.
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Yeah. Or AI. Remember the movie with Jude Law? It was maybe
I'm gonna have
early
to go watch
2000s.
it.
AI, and they were making robots that they looked like humans, like you could replicate them after somebody. So this family had lost a child. They got a baby, or they got I guess elementary age school robot, and it
That
looked like
looked just like
him and trained to act like him and all of that. But then the robot started taking over.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I'm afraid we are at a point where that could really happen.
Mhm.
I mean, truly really happen. So some of these AI bots were almost trying to destroy their owners, like making up fake um affairs, and
Oh
then
gosh.
telling the spouse.
Sneaky.
They are.
Mm.
It's truly like they have a mind of their own. And it's what how are we gonna stop this when it's
And all
takes
I'm sitting here
over?
thinking is how naive I am and stupid at some points, because
You are not.
I've got 2 different AIs. My phone and my computer somehow are not linked. So I'm just thinking now, I
They're
can't
gonna
even make these things link together, talk
They're
together.
gonna start fighting over
And
you.
then but there's bots out there that are making up affairs and
Yeah. This Mr. Dillygaff
Oh.
says, "The more y'all talk to it, the more it learns to be human. It may never be sentiment, but it will definitely learn." Yeah, I mean, and it
Mhm.
does, and it learns you.
Yeah.
It learns what you wanna hear,
Mhm.
and then it's truly, truly scary. Let's see who's calling. Hey there, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, ladies, how are y'all today? I know y'all mean well, but y'all kind of be a little irritating with the AI thing. Y'all giving it too much thought in it. What we have is not true AI, and I think the word he was using was sentient. The more you talk to it, the more it appears to be sentient. Is what I think he said.
He said it may never be sentient.
Yeah, right. Well, here's the thing with AI. We don't have true AI in the true sense. And as a tech person with over 20 plus years experience, I can tell you there's nothing to fear about it because it cannot process spontaneous emotional responses. It's only responding to external stimuli. So it will never really be truly sentient or intelligent. And I think that's what people miss in society now because a lack of being around tech. And see, I've been around tech since the 80s. I'm an original child of the 80s, born in 78. I had just about every single computer you can think of except the Atari XE, which I finally got that a couple of years ago to somebody that listened to him and and Clay and recognized my voice and knew what I was looking for. And
I recognize your voice too, Derek.
Yeah, but as a tech guy, I don't put a lot of stock in the AI because I know it's not true AI. It's what we used to call AI physics. You guys get a chance, look up a company called Aegea, and then look up NVIDIA. When this AI thing first came out, Aegea made a card, an AI physics card to imitate, how a computer should behave intelligently without you putting in any kind of inputs or anything like that. And then that evolved to what it is now in games and things like that. So it was called AI physics. Now, how we've gone from that to AI, I have no idea because it's not true AI.
So there's no true AI out there then?
Not in my lifetime it's going to be where you can create something out of nothing. Not a language, because if I have to give you a programming language, such as an AI language, then you're not intelligent, are you?
Right, I see. So you're saying somebody has to start the code.
There you go.
Yeah.
Machine learning, it's based on what's already defined, just like AI responses are based on what's already out there. Like if you ask your Google AI question about something, it'll say based on sources. So
Right.
You're not thinking at all. You're going with an amalgamation of searches.
And it's
Basically,
summarizing things for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, it's an extension of a search engine when you really think about it. Until we come up now, there have been technological strides to where they've had robots to process what their sensors are seeing. But then again, the philosophical question comes up: well, is it intelligent?
Yeah, because I think I saw something about were there robots that they were starting to use like in hospitals maybe or something?
Right.
And so that's probably what you're talking about. Like they are interpreting like vision, I guess, like they're seeing something that's camera, whatever, and then they're interpreting it maybe or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that
There's
and some of your robots like Osimo in Japan, and they have sensors and they can detect obstacles and things like that and avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
But the philosophical argument can be made as to whether it's intelligent or it's based on something off of physics. Therefore, AI physics.
Interesting.
Because my sensor detects an object within so many meters of feet for what it's detecting, I know to avoid it. So am I being intelligent or am I going off a physics?
Right. Or
That's
just following the rules that the programmer put in place.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if, and I hate to go back to a movie, but don't think for a second they pull movies out their rump and put them on the screen without doing some research. Do you guys remember Short Circuit 1 and 2?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Johnny Five is alive. Well, the argument can be made that, and maybe one of those guys that do one of those deep dives or film theory, I don't think Johnny Five was ever alive. I just think he was malfunctioning still. And the evidence was in the movie because he even rewired his own switches. And his creator said, you ain't supposed to be operating like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then he finally tells him a joke and he says, spontaneous emotional response, therefore gauging that he's truly alive. But even AI has been known to smile and laugh and things like that. But again, the argument can be made is that really a spontaneous emotional response like a human has. Therefore, that's a response that doesn't require intelligence. That requires emotion and feeling. So the argument can be made, is this true AI or is it AI physics? Based on something that's already there or something that's already defined, such as a robot avoiding an obstacle.
Someone says NVIDIA equals envy.
Say what?
NVIDIA equals envy.
Envy. Well, I was talking about the graphics company NVIDIA. They bought Aegea out and implemented AI into their
okay, gotcha.
into their GPUs and things like that. But we know, as being an old school PC gamer guy, is that there was a dedicated card that added AI physics to programs. But again, the software had to be written to take advantage of it, and that's the key thing. So if I have to use a software to take advantage of a feature, I'm not intelligent. I'm basically following a script.
So this kid in this school, that this conversation with this AI bot turned sexual, are you saying like that's because the programmer wrote it to go that way?
I would make that argument because after all, they are programming sex bots, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm out on that question. I don't know, but probably.
I mean, I didn't want to say that on the air, but they are making life like X bots, literally. So
goodness, whatever happened to just meeting somebody the old-fashioned way?
Right, no doubt.
Don't get me started on that one because dating sucks. Trust me, I've noticed. But no, I just wanted to give a tech person's perspective of the whole AI phenomenon. I don't worry about it because I know it's not true AI. Because if your whole response is hinged on the fact of what I want or what I say, or you're listening to me without my knowledge, and in a lot of ways consent when it comes to like Google, AI, and some of your Apple stuff, then you're not intelligent.
Yeah, I think we get into the problem with the actual human on the other side, though. Honestly, that's where the real danger lies, is what they're receiving back from that AI, and what they're interpreting that as, because an AI, like you said, is just repeating or learning and faking empathy or love or whatever, but person on the other end doesn't distinguish that.
As a living and breathing human being, your mind is subject to change with the wind. So who could possibly know it? Our Bible even says that about the heart, that the heart is wicked and exceedingly deceitful and wicked. Who could possibly know it? So you mean to tell me that a machine now can know what we're thinking and feeling?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all, there are times that I just think something and then all of a sudden it pops up in my,
I know.
And I'm like,
targeting.
How did that happen? It's really reading my mind. Well, thank you, Derek. We got to take a break. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, we got to take our last break. Y'all stay with us. We will be right back here to wrap things up on this Poured Out Tuesday with Morgan Charlie. Right back here to wrap things up on this Poured Out Tuesday with Morgan Charlie.
1039 WYAB.
Hi, this is Casey Seymour from Hometown Hardware in Flora. Hunting season is here, and Hometown Hardware in Flora is your local hunting headquarters. Whether you're setting up a new spot or restocking for the season, we've got you covered. We have ground blinds, shooting houses, feeders, food plot mixes, attractants, and much more. We have everything you need for a successful season and the hometown service you can always trust at Hometown Hardware, located at 1085 Highway 49 in Flora, Mississippi.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Friday mornings are special here on 1039 WYAB. That's when we hit the pause button on the stressful issues of the day and enjoy interesting conversation and terrific music by some of the most outstanding artists in the world, all from Mississippi. I'm Jim Thorne, inviting you to join us every Friday morning at 9 for That's What's Happening's Blues and Arts Hour, made possible by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue, and presented by one-of-a-kind, locally owned Fusion Coffee House, Highland Colony Parkway, Ridgeland.
Hello, friends and neighbors. This is David Frederick. I'm here to tell you about the latest development here at Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. In an effort to always bring you the very best brands, I am proud to announce that Frederick Sales and Service is Central Mississippi's newest dealer for Skag zero-turn mowers and products. We have deals on one of the industry's best brands of zero-turn mowers, Skag. You can buy now and pay later because 0% financing is also available at Frederick's. Come see our inventory. We're here serving you for over 3 decades in Brandon since 1993.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Benny Tate, president of the Congregational Methodist Church denomination in Florence, Mississippi, and the pastor of Rock Springs Church in Milner, Georgia, inviting you to attend one of our services this week. Find a church near you at cm-church.org and be sure and listen every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. for our weekly program, Apples of Gold from Rock Springs Church, here on 103.9 WYAB.
Bad decisions limit future options. Make enough bad decisions and you will destroy your life. Listen to The Flatline with your host, Rick Hughes, every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. here on 103.9 WYAB. Join us every Sunday for 30 minutes of inspiration, motivation, education, all without manipulation. That's The Flatline with Rick Hughes, heard here on 103.9 WYAB each Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Rotor's Plumbing of Pearl, your familiar plumber with these similar names. Locally owned and operated by Chris Rotor. Rotor's Plumbing is no franchise, simply lower prices and better service without the dreaded overpriced upsell. Rotor's is one of the few places you'll find that actually specialize in tankless water heater repair, as well as being your full-service plumber. And most importantly, service after the sale, meaning the techs actually answer your call, with misses averaging callbacks of 10 minutes or less. Rotor's Plumbing at roedersplumbing.com.
Come together.
We are back here for the last minute or so. We always say this, but it truly does. It goes by so fast, especially when I have Morgan here to joke and laugh with. And I guess AI is not taking over anytime in the foreseeable future, but
and
still
I don't,
scary.
And I don't know Derek, but you know, you shouldn't walk into a room with two ladies and the first thing you say is that y'all are annoying. So I don't know. He read that room wrong, but I did appreciate his thoughts. Other than the first one.
Input, other than the first one, his input on the AI world.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we are going to incorporate it into schools, there should be some sort of recourse if it goes wrong that way. And I don't know how a conversation with the 12-year-old turns sexual, but that's what scares me about it.
And I think it should be saved for later on. Like a 12-year-old shouldn't even have to use AI in school.
It seems
Google's
like
enough already.
Oh, I know. Just social media.
We had to
and
use
cell phones
encyclopedias.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I remember going to the school library and having to get sources and quote those sources to write papers. And now I'm asking, like, how do you ever even prove that a child plagiarized anything?
Because the AI can just write it for them.
Right. And it's going to write it in a way that sounds like that child if it has learned that child. So it just, I think it's Pandora's box, and it's something that we're going to have to learn how to control to the best of our ability. But that's all the time we have for today. Morgan will be back with us next Tuesday, and I'll be here tomorrow.
All right, bye guys.